Hi guys, my name is Jana. For those of you who don't know me yet, I changed my intro just a little bit. I wanted to show you something. I have 3 different channels. Channel 1 is my channel for the advanced beaters. This middle channel is the channel for the beginning beaters. And my third channel is for those of you who would like to be challenged. Beginning beaters, if you came here, just pause the video for a second. And click on my little icon. If you never beaded before, then click on View. Choose Oldest first, and you can see where the basic beginning beading starts. Now, I'm working my way up to get a little bit more advanced every time with every video, and as you can see, there's plenty of them on there. In about 3 months, you should be up to the level where you can do any of them. Just choose one, pick one, and you're good to go. You can just go back to browse videos to see the latest videos, and if you really like my channel, then please subscribe. Thank you. Let's start beading now. Good morning, guys. Today I want to show you the Princess Jasmine ring. It is on Etsy. For sale for $2. It's for the fundraiser that I'm trying to hold, and I'm trying to hold a fundraiser to make another Quantum Leap convention happen. And people have been telling me, like, well, you can't do that. You have to put up, you have to start up a non-profit organization. But I'm not an American, so I don't have any American ID that I can set up a non-profit organization in America with. And so there's only one way I was thinking that I can do it, and that's to raise funds. I've been having this discussion about, like, well, you can't do this unless you're a non-profit organization. And my question was, well, okay, if I was a millionaire and I would pay the hotel out of my own pocket, and I would pay for the party planner to set up the sound, the stage, the music, the DVD player that I want, the big screen that I want, the tables, the chairs, then would anybody care? And then I never got a response to that when I asked. But so I'm thinking, well, like, if I would pay it for my own pocket, if I was a millionaire, it would be possible. But I'm not a millionaire. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to raise funds to make that happen so I can pay for that from the fundraiser. So this is my second pattern. The first pattern was the bangle bracelet, in case you bought it, and now you know what it's for. I have made several of them. This is one that's very playful, more for children, I would say. So you can make a nice Princess Jasmine ring for children. This is more elegant. I would say this is more for the women, adult women. I made one with a topaz bead in there. I really love this one. And I made one where I just closed my eyes and it just picked out whatever colors I grabbed. And that's this one that turned out like that. So they have been very much fun to make. They take about an hour and a half to make. Well, for me anyway. But they are like sort of an advanced level. It looks like they're very easy, but they're not. You have to go through several beads. We're going around and around and around and around and around until we finally get to adding the ring band. So they are a little bit of an advanced level, but they are very much fun to make. And but the first one is definitely my favorite one. It has rose quartz 6mm in the middle, round pearl sort. Okay, now moving on. I want to do today with you the Pondo stitch, and I'm working on this bracelet for the advanced channel. Now these are done with size 11/0 beads. These are all size 11/0 beads, but this is of course a more advanced tutorial, as you can see. I want to keep it simple because the Pondo stitch is definitely not simple. What I'm going to do is, for tutorial purposes, I'm going to use 2 different sizes 8 and a size 11, and these are all done with 11. But even most tutorials will show you, like, don't do this all with size 11, but make that middle one a size 15. So I'm going to do it now with 2 size 8 and 1 size 11, about 2 arm spans wide of thread. And this is going to be my main color, so that will be the color that's in between. I'm not going to do any patterns. This will be the outside color, that's right here, and these will be the colors in between doing the connecting. And we're going to start off with the main color. We're going to pick up 4, and it's sort of like raw right angle weave, but not exactly. Leave a considerable amount of tail because we need to add the clasp also, of course. We got to make the loops, and just make 2 knots in there, like that. And then we're just going to pick that up, go into the first one over there. Now I'm going to pick up the size 11 and 3 times color 2, pull that down, and then I'm going to go into that size 11 and into the other one. See, I'm coming out of one side here, I'm going into the other side with my needle, so that that size 11 is connected to both sides right there. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to go into the next one. Go into the next one. And we're going to add a size 11 and 4 of the middle color. And these are Toho beads, really crappy size difference. 4 Toho beads, pull that down. And now we're going to skip the orange one. And we're going to go into 2 of the size 8/0. And I'm going to pull that down so that gets connected right next to each other. I'm going to pick up another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do the same thing. Pull that down. And we're going to go through 2 and pull that up. And pull that together. This is the white that I want, so I'm going to go and pick up, make this little picot on the other side, pick up an orange, and 1, 2, 3 of color 2, pull that down. And I'm going to go into this orange, and then on the other side, I'm going to go through there. I'm going to pick up the size 8/0 and the size 11/0 because I need that to go into that other side. Okay, so you're sharing that size 11/0 that's in the middle. Doing that again. 8/0, 11/0, 8/0. Pull that through. Okay. Now I'm here, and I need to make the second round, and this is a hard part. So I'm going to try to zoom you in a little bit. Pick up an orange. Pick up a color 1. Pick up an orange, and pick up 3 colors of number 2. Pull that down. Now we're going back in through orange, size 8/0, and orange. We're going back through 11, 8, and 11, and we're coming out of this bead with the thread. So we're now going into the other one, and then we're going to go all the way around. And you might want to write this down, would be better, actually, because this is a very difficult stitch, but only on this one side where you need to add the extra roll. So we're going to go around in the size 8/0, color 1. And you got to do that carefully. So now you've gone around. Gonna go back in the size 11/0 because as you can see it needs to be connected correctly, and you need to make that second row. You can push that up already a little bit like that. Hold that tight. And now we need 1, 2, 3 of the middle color, and we need to go into this orange one right under the color 2. And push that through. Now we're going to go around in the pink again. So that's pink on the right, pink in the middle, and pink on the left. Into the orange, into color 1 and another one on the left side of those 4, and pull that through. Now we're going to pick up an orange, color 1, and an orange. We need to connect to this one now, so we're going to go up and around in all 4 of color 1. One more down, then we're going to pick up the orange. So you can see, like, first you connect it to the left side here, now you're connecting the right side. Pull that through. And now we're going to add 1, 2, 3. We're going back in the color 1. Pull that through. And then we're going to go into the next one. So that's basically the first one that you added, because you need 2. You need to connect in 2. So that will be the one that you go through, that's already there, and then the one that you added on your thread. And then we do that again. Pick up an orange, color 1, orange, and then we're going to go around. So that's 1, 2, 3, and pull that through. And now we're going to do 4 and orange. Pull that through. Going to add 1, 2, 3 in the one that's there, plus the one that you added. So let's pull that through, plus the one you added. And now we're on the side. So that means we're going to pick up orange, 1, 2, 3, pull that down, and this is the easy side. Going back in orange, into color 1, and pull that down. Straighten that out a little bit. I'm going to go into the next. Going to connect the other side now, because only this side is connected. So we're now going to connect to the 11 O's, and you're just going to go however far you can push through. Especially if you have a long thread, it's nice when you push through. And with the last one, this is where you come out. So you don't push through to the next one, you just come out at the end right here. Gotta watch out that thread doesn't loop anywhere. Now we're going to add row 3, so we're going to do that again. Orange, because that's going to go here. Color 1, orange, and then 1, 2, 3. Pull that down. Going back through orange, color 1, orange. Now, as you can see, you need to connect the other side, so you're just going to go around in them 4. 1, 2, 3. And 4. Now you need to straighten that out, so you might as well pull that already a little bit that way. Just hold on to them. Gotta go into that orange. As I said, this is the difficult side. 1, 2, 3. Into this orange, and then on the right side go all the way around. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Into the orange, into the color 1, and we need to come out here on the next one. And that's 1, and that's 2. Now we're going to pick up orange, color 1, orange. And the logic in that is you need an orange here and you need an orange here. And you need to start looping around this middle one. So I'm going to go all the way around here. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. And 3, 4. Into the orange, because the orange also has to be connected to the other side. So it's in the middle. And then we're going to pick up 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go in like that. See, like when you do the first one, you're going in like this, but when you do the second one, or maybe 10, depends on how wide you want, you go on in like that. And just hold that tight so that it's correctly positioned, and do one more. Pull that tight, and now we're going to do that again. The orange one that needs to go here, color 1, so we can connect the orange one that needs to go here. And now we're going to go around in all 4 again. 1, 2, maybe not. 1. 2, 3. 4. Into the orange one to connect. Get that orange in the middle. And then 1, 2, 3, going around in that brown one. Picking up the next one. And now we need to make the picot again. So that's orange, 1, 2, 3. Pull that down. Orange into the other side. picking up the next 8/0 and the 11 to connect to the other side, and just going down to this last one. Okay, and I really suggest, if you haven't done so yet, that you ride along now, because I think this part, when you go up, is pretty understandable, but this one is the hardest one. So you need a size 11 orange, the one that goes here, this one to connect, this one that will come here, and then 1, 2, 3. Pull that down. Going back in the last 3, and you're already connected to that side, so now you need to connect to the other side. You go all the way around, and up, and in. So now you've gone all the way around, but it's sticking out, so that's not working. Kind of already try and get that turn in there. Put it like that on your finger. Because that will make it easier to understand, I guess. Into the orange. 1, 2, 3. Now, what you do normally is like that when you do the rest of them, but you can't do that because these still need a connection to that one. So you're going up. Now you're connecting the right side. And then you go around on the right side. Don't go into the left side. Around into that 11 again. And now we need to go to the next one. So we're going to go just on the left side, 2 of color 1. And you gotta make sure that your thread stays where it's supposed to go. Don't do this when you're tired. Do this when you're fresh, when you're up early in the morning and you plan to go some beading, because you'll understand it better. If you try this late at night, when you're tired and basically ready before bed, and you think like, oh, let me try that before I go to bed, it's probably not going to work. Okay, orange, because that needs to go here. Color 1, because that needs to be connected. And orange, because that needs to go here. And we're going to go all the way around. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And you can turn it around if you want to. But I'm trying to hold it as still as possible so you see what I'm doing. That will give it a little bit of a unnatural turn for my hand, but oh well. Now we need to connect the other side by going through that orange. And you can see that now I got one in here and one in there. And now 1, 2, 3, back in there. So not this like you did here, but like that. That's why I say it's a very confusing stitch, but it's really pretty when you get to the end of it. Into that first one, pull that tight. And as you can see, the last row really looks horrible also over here, but that's okay. We're going to put a clasp on there, so we still need to go through there with 1 seed bead. But as soon as you do the next row, everything gets sorted out and it looks very pretty. So one more, orange, brown, orange, all the way around. One, two, three, 4. in there, connecting the orange to the size 8/0. 1, 2, 3 in there, picking up the first one, ending my picot. 1, 1, 2, 3, and orange, connecting that to the other side and going down. Connecting the orange to the other side, down, down, coming out. Adding the next row again. So let's do this one more time, and then you're on your own. You have to start the video over, but finish up your bracelet after this one. Okay, so I'm going to show it one more time. If you already understand it, just let it go, just pause it now, and just continue until that bracelet is long enough. Orange, color 1, orange, 1, 2, 3 of color 2. Pull that down into 3, connecting to that other side all the way around. One, 2, and 3, and 4. Kind of push that around already like that. Hold it down into the orange. One, 2, 3. Into the orange, right side, color 2. All the way around. Into the orange and to the other side to add the next line, which start with orange color 1 and orange and going around. And going down. Back into orange. 1, 2, 3. Into that direction. Picking up the first one. And then again 1, 2, 3. Going around. One, 2. Into the orange to connect both sides. 1, 2, 3. Like that. Picking up the first one. Adding the picot. 1, 1, 2, 3. Pull that down. Picking up the orange, connecting to the other side. Like that. Orange and 2 and orange and 1. And now again you add the new line. So that's it. I would say just add it until it's long enough, and I will show you how to add the outside and the clasp. Okay, I'm starting to run out of thread, so adding a new thread. Make sure you're all the way back. Go into the picot again. Go around. And you got to make sure you got enough thread left over to go all the way back to the beginning. Into the picot. And now we're just going to go up on the outside, color 1 and the 11s. So that's 2 colors. Well, if you can't stick them through to through 2, then just get 1. Okay. 1. 2. And 3. That should take care of leveling out the top part. And I am just going to go around . Get back up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go around in there again. And that's 2 times, and with the other thread I will do it a 3rd time. So that's 1 loop. For a 3-way connector. needle is too thick to go through there again. Need the size 11 needle. One, two, three, four, five. And I'm going to just take this down. And I'm going to take it up because I want to add Swarovskis in between here, because I really don't like the picots are going in each and every direction, so I want to straighten out those picots with a Swarovski in the middle. So this thread will be double knotted with the other thread in one of the Swarovskis now. I'm going to also take care of my end thread. And that's why you need a considerable amount of tail thread. Going around in those loops one more time. I'm just making my way to the other side now. This one is going in that direction, so I'm going to make sure that this one is going in that direction, so the two threads can meet up later on in the Swarovski. There. And now we're going to add a new thread, and this is about 2 arm spans wide. It's not even half my bracelet. Actually, if you make this a lot bigger, you would have like a beautiful centerpiece for your table also. You can make it really Christmassy if you want, but I don't think this is going to be up in time for Christmas. Anyway, starting again with a new piece of thread. Okay, new thread. We're going to start again like we started before. Make sure you got a considerable amount of space and start up with 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, pull that down, double knot, go into the first one, orange, 3 times pink, pull that down, into the other one. I'll just put that down like this, up, grab the orange, grab your other piece, and go up 1, 2, 3, 4, gotta get the end tail of the other one out of the way, 4, into that orange, into that color 1, and now you got the first one connected, and basically you start again with the 1, 2, 3, into the next block, going all the way around. And you just continue what you were doing. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. And when you reach the end, at the loops on the other side, and then we're going to add some Swarovskis. But that's optional. If you don't want that, then just run your thread through the beads and cut it off. But I think because these are in each and every direction, personally I like to add the Swarovskis to straighten that out. And that's basically it. And if you want to add the Swarovskis, I would suggest pause me now and start me again when you have your bracelet basically finished with loops on both sides. I'm going to also use some Fireline size 008 that I have left over. You can just use regular Fireline 0.06 if that's all you have in the house. I'm going to run through my first row here, and I'm going to try and keep that thread half-half, because I got to do 1/2 on this side and 1/2 on that side, so that the threads can meet up in on the other side. And this is about 1 arm span wide of thread. Moving up on the right, and I'm just going to measure my thread if it's about the same size on both ends, and just kind of run that through there. Okay, so I have some vintage rows here that I want to combine, and I want to get rid of these leftover size 80 Toho beads. So I'm going to go do 1 Swarovski and 2 Tohos and do that all the way to the end. I'm also going to do the same thing on the other side. 1 Swarovski, 2 Tohos, and I hope that will fit and won't pull and will match in there. Gotta make sure you also put those in there on the correct side, of course. Mistake easily made. I think that will be a good fit, yes? So I will do this all the way to the end, and then I will do my other side, and you can see what you like best. Maybe you like something else. It's just basically try to see what fit and won't pull. So I suggest you pause me now until you have done both sides of whatever you like to put in between there, and then start me again. I've added my last Swarovski on my thread, and I am now going to double knot with the thread on the other side. And that actually turned out a lot prettier than I thought it would. But I'm not very good at color combos, as you probably already know. I say it a lot, I say it often. So, but that doesn't look too bad. So make sure that you get that double knot tied really good, so there's no space. And then you can work your threads away. You still have, it's a little bit of a problem since you still have those other threads that you need to work with, that also need to go into the Swarovski. But this is going in there. And I think that will hold. So I'm going to cut that one off. Already get rid of the first one. Now I need my thicker fire line again. And I'm going to go back in that Swarovski so that the knot is in there. I'm just going to go in my beadwork. Going around. Before I cut that off. I think I'll go back in there. That's already a tight spot, so that's good. And now I'm just going to make these two threads meet up. And double tie a knot and get rid of that, and then do the same on the other side, and that's basically it. So that just leaves me to add my clasp, and then I'm pretty much done.